In 5, 4, 3, 2.
You guys, a very good afternoon. Welcome to the Legacy Experience. Before we start, I'd like to ask you to please make sure you click on the button to subscribe, and you can go ahead and like and share. This afternoon, we're talking to a legend of the footballing game. This man has done great things with regards to coaching, playing the game at the highest level in South Africa, and he goes by the name of Mfowethu Upusmosi Kano Villegas. Sir, good afternoon. Welcome to the Legacy Experience.
Afternoon, my brother.
Afternoon. Kabate, to Cranport. Afternoon, my brother. How you doing?
Thank you, Cranport.
I'm all good, my brother. I want to take you to the beginning. Your love for soccer, when did it start, my brother?
At a very young age, I still remember I had a problem with my parents because I was very smart at school, so they never wanted this football thing. They never supported this thing. But I think because of having the side of e-time, at any time I understood better.
Yeah.
So I am the one who said to him, my daughter, khuluma nentombi yakho, mina ngifuna ukuyodlala ibhola. So that's how it started. And I think there were people who were always motivating me and telling me that there is something special in me, even though I didn't understand because I was just a young boy who enjoys playing football with no structure and stuff like that. But I think they saw the potential in me, and that's how it grows.
That's amazing, man. So your first big club, what did you play for, Khan?
I was playing in the development. I was playing for Uskeshekeshe Mkonza, the father of the late Uspio Mkonza. So I was playing for his team. Almost everyone wanted to play for his team because he played for Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes.
So we knew that he will open opportunities for us.
Yeah.
And indeed, he did open opportunities for me because the first team that I played for was the Wits University Academy by then. And then I played for a season, but the challenge was that the uniform you have to buy.
Yeah.
So, with us, Ama Blacks, we are talented, but in Yuga. So I only played one season because I was sponsored by Ingamle One.
Sure.
And then the next season, I just gave up on that setup and I went back to Skeshek Mkonza. And then he decided that, no, let me try something in Durban because he's got connection with Golden Arrows.
Yeah.
And then that's how I came to Golden Arrows. I came for my trials, and then they liked me. I still remember being a mazu boss, who is the boss here.
Yeah.
And then I came for trials, and the coach, Uchuways, at that particular time, is from Maritzburg, said, no, it's fine, we saw you, and then we'll call you. And then I went back to Joburg. Because I had that relationship with Golden Arrows, I've trained with them, and I've trained even with the first team as well. So when they played Etimbisa, so I went to the stadium to watch them. And then in the stands, I then meet this guy that I saw in Durban one time. Yeah, that was the late Rocky Malala. And then he asked me, how ndo Malala manch? What do you mean Malala? Because I'm waiting for the call. But no. He took a lot of money. I think it was 1.5 or 2,000 in his pocket. And then he gave me and said, hey, come back to Durban. I expect you to come tomorrow. And then after the game, I asked those PM cons, hey, this guy who is this guy? Hey, boss, boss. Then that's how I came back at Golden Arrows.
Sure, that's amazing. So that's how you identified your talent.
Yes. That's how I played. And I only played for half a season in the reserve side.
Yeah.
And then I was promoted to the first team. So that's how life started.
Have you always played up front? No matter, have you played at the back because you're quite tall?
No, I was playing a midfield or striker.
Yeah.
Not a leading striker, but playing behind the striker, which is number 10, and also playing as number 8 or number 6. So I was a midfielder becoming a striker.
If you had to look at your early days at Golden Arrows, which are your main highlights for your career?
I think obviously it has to be MTN 8. It has to be MTN 8. Winning a cup, being part of the setup. So that was great for me, for my career, because there's people who can't even point something in football.
Yeah.
They were there. Yes, the setup was there, the salary was there, but that achievement of winning that trophy, I think that was amazing for us.
Sure. And then going back home now, know that you are MTN 8 winner. How did that make you feel? Ikaya, I mean, I'm sure that
Hey,
changed the
bengi-grand
whole
kakhulu.
financial
Hayi,
outlook.
bengi-grand kakhulu. I think, yeah, bengi-grand. I won't be specific amount, but it was a large amount. So I remember, I did a lot of things because he already never thought ukuthi mhlampe my bread is in this football thing. So even when I was here playing for the reserve side, I was getting something from Arrow's party. She kept on sending money because she was worried. Udlala nomuntu and stuff. So when I came back and did izinto ey'ningi, renovated indlu yakhe, so that's when she realized ukuthi, oh, this thing kanti is serious kanje. So I was very much happy.
So you didn't really come from the best development structures, but for you, you now got introduced to a team that's got good development structures. How important was that for you to be able to adapt that into your game and to eventually become, the player that you were?
It was not easy. I think that's the part that we need to take serious in our football, in our development in South Africa. Because even today, there's players who are playing in the highest level in the PSL. But you will question ukuthi reception yakhe ayikho mnandi, passing yakhe ayikho mnandi. So you won't be a complete player because the lack is there with development structures. So I think we were coached by people who were passionate about football, but the knowledge and getting to details about the development of a player was not up to par. So I think it's something that we need to restructure as well and get people who are informed, people who are into football, so that once you bamba from that early age, then uzokwazi ukuthi ufike ku-highest level with everything that is needed.
Look, I mean, you're involved now with the Cover Cup, and that deals a lot with development, having the right structures in place so that we ensure that we are building the right quality of players that will eventually one day go play for Bafana Bafana. With your involvement, with what you've seen so far, are you guys on the right track of trying to strengthen the structures within development in Kasi football?
No, I think Cover Cup was a good initiative from Umangoba. The only reason that made me to be part of the Cover Cup is because I know him as a person and I know who too passionate kangakanani. I was listening to someone there saying, hey, the Cover Cup is big, but there is nothing that the man is getting. But the only thing that is getting is the joy of seeing Abafana being recognized by ama teams amanye. So it was a good initiative, even though Kaba Cup is not a development per se, because there's a very thin line between development and also a professional. So I think the development we're talking about, under 12, under 14 and under 16. Yeah. But once you come and participate in the Kappa Cup, I'm a players that are counted now, the numbers that we have, they are playing in the first team. So that's not development. Yeah. So even if you are 17, you can play in the professional. We've got players now, so Abona World Cup at the age of 17, 18, they will play in the World Cup. So that's no longer a development. But I'm happy for the initiative, and that's why I was very much supportive. I think I'm the only professional coach who participate in such things. So would you let me, Namanja, I was in Joburg, I came here this morning, so because I want to support him. So it is because of the passion that he has and not being selfish. I think he wants to see Abafana achieve even far better than what he achieved here in football. So that's a good initiative.
Kano, let's talk about the development. You've worked with KZN, it's moving from new player to lead the club like KZN. There's this notion of umdlalo uzabe we great state of being a proper footballer. Fana move eGauteng noma eWestern Cape. Yini challenges now like KZN ongathi isenza ukuthi abadlali kuthiwa basadinga coaching even beku professional level.
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of we must take ourselves serious as a province. That's the first thing that we must do. I'll make an example. We will be saying, yes, best teams are in Joburg, Abo Pirates Chiefs, Pretoria, Abo Sundowns, but I'll make an example. They gave Golden Arrows Development, which is the Idiski. They've won the Diski Cup 2 times, and we were competing against those teams. We were competing. I don't want to say limited resources, but we strongly believed in the talent as a KZN. We didn't even have one player from Joburg. Didn't have one player from Cape Town or somewhere else. It was purely from Abafana Baseteguin. And they've managed to win Diski Challenge 2 times and also the Shield Cup by winning Saslala Kona Laimlas. So that shows the talent is there, but we need to believe in it and try to nurture it, because most of our players are right in KZN as a whole. Our players who just need to be structured, aligned in terms of thinking, and also but understand our expectations and our demands. What is it that is needed to good development for you to find yourself being a professional player?
Let's talk about that. Ngiyakhumbula siba ne-interview nawe Princess Magogo Stadium. Wakade uwine yona i-Diski Challenge. Ukapteni kwakuSmith. Izini Bafana Bafana. UGosi ngiyazi ukuthi uzosebenzile naye futhi uRicardo Gosi ukuyiBafana Bafana. There's a lot of things ezenzekile. Awusithatha usibeke ngalesa sikhathi lesa nikwi-DDC Golden Arrows. And nabo uSmith. UBafana Bafana banantade bamgxeka.
Yeah, maybe let me start with that one. A bit emotional, because when I was the Payana Pizul, I was showing someone a message. Okay, I won't say an amount. I got a message in Mali, Jobang La Payana Pizul. And then immediately after then, told WhatsApp from Upodlela. Coach man, please buy a cold drink. And that is not for the first time. I've never asked him for Mali. But maybe it's for the 3rd or 4th time where he decided on its own, just to appreciate Tuguti. Story Podlela sit deeper, because when I scouted Upodlela ala afunda la Mangosuthu never wanted him ukuthi adlale kwa Golden Arrows because he was under the scholarship. And I had to approach the cheerleader Umatong. There is something in this boy. So, but if we want him to play for Golden Arrows, then we must pay for fees work. And and eventually she agreed. Wakhokha fees wakapodlela. So at some stage I was telling him, when he was selling upodlela to Orlando Pirates, ngithi ngendlela ongithuka ngayo ngithi badala la yabona, but today you are happy, awunginikanga ngisho i-5 yaleyo nto leyo. So that I think it makes me feel ukuthi mhlambe that was a very special project that I've identified as a person, and it worked. I'm happy ukuthi uPodlela is now representing the national team, not only in that level, but going for a World Cup. That's the last stage you can playing for a country in the World Cup. So that's why it's a bit emotional, because you are asking me about something that happened just now. This is what happened. But I'm happy with the group, because 80% of that squad, Njobubala, Abo Kos, Abo Kumete, Abo Sulu, Abo Zuge, they were there and they graduated. I think in the Abasis Zagakulu, from Golden Arrows, from under 15, they were playing together. And when they were promoted as a group, not as individual. So logo kwenza ukuthi nomsebenzi wami ku-Diski ubelula, because remember I started coaching nge-Diski, and my first season we won the cup.
And you had a fight with the national team coaches.
Exactly. So we won in my first year. And I never wanted lento coaching. Umato wangifaka lento coaching wathi ngena la uzozama sibone ukuthi kwenzakalani. But when we won it, and then the second season, I think we did well, but we didn't win it. We were number 4, number 5, and then the third season we won it again. So that's when I concluded ukuthi lalela ngocoach okuthi. So yeah, those were great moments for me.
And mhlawumbe yini ongayisho ukuthi ilahleke kulabanye abadlali ababesebenza noPodlela, abozuke, abosulu, they're not in the level yaPodlela. Yini le menza be different from the class owawunayo ngalesa sikhathi?
I think even when we look at them potential wise, they're not the same. We are talking about Ubodlela now, who is going for World Cup. But when you compare Ubodlela nabo Sulu, nabo Brendan, ama-twins, ama-Kalati, they were exceptional, they were skillful and stuff like that. But Lente football goes deeper in a way that discipline is the name of the game. So when I'm talking about discipline, I'm not saying the others were not, but there's some things that you need to ukuthi mhlambe sacrifice empilweni yakho if you want to achieve something. And Ubodlela was a hard worker. He was not talented. Even now, he's still not talented, but he's a hard worker. And sometimes you need more players in the field of play who can go there and be able to fight for you. So when you're talking about the war, you need to send a soldier to the war. Bodlela is exceptional. He'll be the first one to go there. So that was the difference between that.
And how important is that for any team to have a player that's got that kind of mindset? I mean, we've heard a lot of stories about Cristiano Ronaldo, his discipline. I don't take it international, but his discipline, his drive, his dedication is there at the training, maybe 3 hours before training starts. He's the last one to leave. How important is that for us, even in KZN, to have young players that have that discipline and are able to implement that kind of mentality into our local game?
No, I think it's very important to have such players. Imagine if you can have 11 players of some sort of that kind of the character. Game, because these people are fighters, these people are soldiers. So it is very important to have more players of Fananalau. Unfortunately, you'll find that there's one or two in your setup, but still they are vocal. But unfortunately, more players awathandwa yilaba abanye ababathandi because you get into their nerves. So mangabe you've got players who are skillful, but players who are skillful, they are very silly. Mhlawumbe umuntu uzoluza ibhola angafuna ukumaka, then this one will get into your nerves bese ucabanga ukuthi uzenza ngcono kanti ukutshela into right okufanele ngabe uyayenza. So those are players that are needed, and with such players aba leaders, because when you are on the touchline as a coach, sometimes you might not be that vocal, but you need that leader in the field of play who can make sure, even if I don't say anything, but someone will say something very constructive to a teammate here.
So you've had 2 retirements in your career. The first one, you retired, and then you decided to come back again. But before you came back again, you went into being a media officer. Take us through that whole process. What was your thinking?
I think it was a premature retirement, of course. But the reason, I think it's for the first time I'm stating this reason, what was the reason for me to retire? I decided to retire because I was very close to the late boss, Uroki Madlala, and I was very close to Umato Madlala. So I felt like my coaches feel like long impi. So that didn't go down well with me because because they like me, then big mouth or something like that. So I woke up one day, I think the coach I remembered was Umidendop, and we were training here. So I decided, and I told Umato, I didn't know about what's the next step in terms of the club. But because I had a lump sum, a good lump sum of money, so I was thinking of a business living from what I know. Let me take this money, and go back to Joburg. So Umato said, no, she can't force me if I take that decision, but she still wants me to be kuma structures with club, even though akazi ukuthi yini party uzongitshela ukuthi yini mhlambe ngingayenza ngaleso sikhathi leso. So I retired, and then I was still in the club setup. So when Sean Bartlett was coaching, when we were relegated, assisted by the late Bheka Phakathi. So we had a crisis in the club where you in the My Valley, you can't sign anyone unless umuntu are free. And our good players are never free. So our players are free, our players they are average, but good players are our teams. So we couldn't get our strikers. I remember which our strikers won't be Walimel. So it was a matter of ukuthi, Sean Bartlett, are you going back, or Khan, are you going back?
So what, you had already started your role as a media officer? You were already
Yes, I started. I was the media officer when we were in the PSL when I retired. But when we went, we were relegated. There was no need for a media officer. So I was the second assistant to Sean Bartlett. So that's why I ended up. And then we
amazing.
decided to die. Dr. Buyela. But because we were looking at the East Card, it's only 6 games before the window opens, so we will sign. So I can go back and play. If I play those 6 games, it's still fine. But after those 6 games, then I can go back to my position again. So unfortunately, we got to Maputi coming back to the club. Yeah, we had who's the other striker? We had another striker, I forgot the name, Lumpana Bekadlala NFT. So we had 2 of them. So Vela was not in a position who would let me compete with them. Remember, I didn't do the preseason and stuff. But in those 6 games, I scored 3 goals. Fortunate. So as old as I was,
you made an impact.
Yeah, there was an impact. So then when the window opens, then I went back to my position, and then we signed Maputi and Prince. Prince Ngomalo. Yeah.
You worked with Golden Arrows, you worked with Richards Bay, you worked at Amazon. For umuntu ongazi umehluko phakathi kwalabaphathi balamaqembu amathathu. Nokuthi you are the only coach, if I'm not mistaken, osebenze kulamaqembu amathathu. Mhlambe lokho kuwena kukufundiseni ukusebenza kulamaqembu amathathu.
A lot, mfethu, a lot. If I can talk about the chairman, noma chair lady, or I'm a president, hey, I'll write a book. I'll write a book. But it is very, very important for you to understand the vision and the mission of the club. Kuyakwazi ukukusiza ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi urelate with umphathi wakho ukuthi okay, this is what umphathi ayifunayo. So they are different, I must say. They are different. Bonke laba engibasebenzele ba different, and all of them ba right ngendlela zabo futhi. But you know, abantu into yakhe, you can never love into umuntu more than him or her. So they will always want the best for their club. Even if mhlawumbe ungabona ukuthi this maybe is not possible now, but you cannot say that to them. So whatever they believe and trust ukuthi they can achieve, you must also be along those lines. So try to align yourself with what they want to achieve, and try to work, because I always say to abantu ukuthi I don't focus on the problem, but I focus on the cause of the problem, which yini cause a problem, so that I can have a better solution for you. So kunzima, because you have to adapt and understand the person bese uyasebenza naye, usuke lapho go to another one understand naye, and ama-characters wabo are different. But there's no one engathi mhlambe ngike ngasebenza under ama-conditions ukuthi hayi bokunzima. No. I got all the support that was needed and sufficient. Kubo bonke futhi akekho even no-one engathi sinenkinga naye noma sixabene. I see ubihela manje siyahlala siyachila nobihela even now ngingamsebenzeli. I can chill with uChipa manje aqeda ukungixosha, next week singahlala soyi-2. So I can sit with uMato. Mato is even worse, because I'm who I am because of Loya Mama. So whether the indlela bekangitraina ngayo was nice or not, but he wenze the best of ukani. Yeah, throughout the situation. So I will always appreciate and cherish the moment with her.
You spent some time at KZN. You're from Gauteng. Mhlambe yini ongathi eyenza kube khona umehluko between these 2 provinces in terms of development, in terms of ukuthi abadlali bashine, besides ukuthi ama-team makhulu eGoli, but yini le ngokwe-development ngoba sasinekhaba cup banawo nawo ama-tournament abo lapha, but yini lesasihlula la i-KZN compared to i-Gauteng?
I think njengoba bengimentionile ukuthi i-development ungayiqala kuphi. If you remember pretty well, the first team eyaqala ukuba ne-setup ye-development engathi proper amaZulu. But amanye ama-teams mina mangifika ka-Arrows there was only reserve side and the first team. So wahamba kancane kwaba na-under 15 lo aboSulu. And then they were promoted to under 17, and then under 15 was no longer there. And then when they went to DDC, under 17 was no longer there. So I think even now, I don't think Uti Arrows is now under 15 manje. So I think we need to get deeper into language development and also trust the process and believe in the process, because buying players, even if ungaba nemali engakanani, ube able to buy players ukuthi bazodlalela iClub yakho, but it can be better to produce your own players, because it's not as if our players are not there. They are there. So and I want to run away from the statement ukuthi ngithi mhlambe financially is the reason ukuthi angabi khona. It's not. It's not. I've worked for Umato. Agaza have been challenges financially. I know. So it's not a matter of my finances in terms of what why I'm now under 15, under 13 and stuff like that. But I think we need to move in a different direction. Na Bobo Richards Bay, abanawo le development eqala lapho. AmaZulu kuphela anayo. Devon City they don't have. So it's only one team. nje othi mawuthi uthatha ingane yakhe na 14 years uyisa kumaZulu kuphela. So I think we need to take the development seriously so that we can nurture it and then see ama results when time goes by.
You've been a player, Kanu, mhlambe la ngakufaka sports. Recently sibone announcement ye-squad and kade sikhuluma noDikhathu in other platform waveza ukuthi it was sad to see abadlali betshela on the last minute ukuthi they won't make it to the Bafana Bafana setup. As a coach, as a former player, indlela eka-announce ngayo iBafana Bafana and nama-chances ethu ku-World Cup, mhlambe uthini umbono wakho ngalapho?
Eish, ngiyibonile nami. But I think fanele si-understand le nto ngokuthi fana ne-support, i-supporter likude but liyakwazi ukubona. But alikho kwi-setup. So with the professionalism that I know from Hugo and his technical staff, I don't think ukuthi the situation was not explained.
Okay.
Considering the fact that this was a preliminary squad that was announced. And mina ngokwami I will take it ukuthi ama-players lawa asalile, but he gave them mhlambe the respect that they deserved because they were there looking like amanye ama-players, looking like i-team eku-squad. But I think the key thing is that before they went there, what is it that was said? Because everyone knew, expected ukuthi we are not going sonke. Khona bazosala. It's just that I don't know ukuthi I might be the victim. But I saw ama-players asele ukuthi beyingekho lento ukuthi but disappointed low in a way ukuthi bakwatile, but because it was explained to them, gentlemen, I'm taking all of you, but some of you I won't be able to take, but I would like to have them in the setup because when we're talking about the database, if one player uyalimala manje national team, you know where to go. Yeah.
And then let's talk about the 7 players that were selected from KZN. I mean, how much does that say and speak of the talent and the growth that we have in KZN?
I think
in comparison to some of the players that are coming from Gauteng and Western Cape.
It was a good thing. Njoba ngisho ngithi being in the database Bafana Bafana, that's very important. So now when we are talking about, I'm making an example, Mhlambe Mshishi might decide after World Cup ukuthi sing right in football. And you go to that database where you know ukuthi by now it's a bit nayo who go to after World Cup. But I'm sure when you you have players. If I know which so is aging, in my mind already saying Yazuguchi, who can be the replacement. So that person must be closer, must come closer to the setup, even though I'm not using him. But in the future, I will definitely go for that player. So it's good for those players who have a good database. Bafana.
Sure, but looking at this current squad, what are you thinking we can do at this World Cup? I mean, we've never gone through to the knockout rounds.
It's unfortunate in football. In football, you cannot satisfy everyone,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not. Before you even call the national team, even club levels, you've got 25 players, but at the end of the day, 11 must start.
Playing on the field.
The other ones won't like it. So you still need to manage in the finales. So Ugo cannot please everyone. My players that I can prefer for national team, you've got yours. So he can't listen to wonke umuntu. Even though when he sees mhlawumbe abanye abantu influence who are talking about my players, but the decision at the end of the day, okay. And our responsibility as South Africans, let's support them, rally behind them, because they need our support at the end of the day.
Kanu, before Zibale, just the legacy Kaba Cup. You've been with the Kaba Cup since yaqala. Mhlambe awusithatha usibeke ukuthi isiphi isifiso ongasifisa ukusibona kwenzeka kule tournament nokuthi to reflect back kuyona iKaba Cup. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi kwesinye isikhathi kwazi wagcine kwafindelwana imino kubangabadlali
I don't think ukuthi kwakungaliwa ngaleyo ndlela leyo, but it was a good thing yokuthi sibone umdlalo. I was the victim. It was me and Richards Bay. I was at Arrows. We were fighting for a signature Kambutsuma. So it was a good thing because the boy has been doing well. He's been identified by abantu abaningi. Then manje sokudlala ke i-chess yokuthi ubani omuwinayo. And I strongly feel ukuthi if Tina as Golden Arrows by then wanted Mbutsuma sasingamthola, but because of the relationship yaga Ubiela and also Mato, they just agreed to I know Mthat, it's fine. But he signed with me first before I signed now. Yeah, even though Gimi wayengasayinanga into ephelele, but I'm the first person who signed. So it was a good thing. I think going back and to looking at the Kaba Cup, I must say, Wuti, Kaba Cup also surprised us. We were thinking of a tournament that they would go from level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we see ourselves there and say, yeah, now this is Kaba Cup.
It went boom.
But
the quality.
it went boom. Yeah, well, the first Kaba Cup, it was packed here. So if there's one thing that we know about Kaba Cup, ukuthi lana come on the 7th uzobona la ukuthi kuzobe kunjani.
Even the
That one.
Even the pirate vele zikhona manje. Ithi ngiyamfuna lo mfana.
Yeah, so I think now Mangoba was also surprised man ukuthi iphupho lakhe laba nje. So njoba ngisho ukuthi it was all about, I'm a former player, I'm a former player, almost everyone is doing a tournament. But I've never found myself in a space where I'm going to tournament like I'm competing with Ukaba. No. But I wanted to support the vision Kaba. If I do something, I've got something in mind that I can do a Kaslam party, not something that will be competing with the Kaba Cup. Mhlambe isifiso sami, even though abantu base-KZN bengebasithandi, ukuthi I would wish to see Kaba Cup move nationally. That is my wish. Ukuthi move ngokwama provinces each year. But 5 years now, we're talking about 5 years, but maybe even if we can push to 10 years and then we start doing that and get our sponsors from those provinces now, Kaba Cup, still Kaba Cup, and not change the name.
From the 32 teams that will be involved, the Eastern Cape 11, defending champions, they are back again. There's a whole list of teams there. Who do you think will catch a lot of people's eyes this time around?
Yeah, with Kaba Cup, you will never be sure.
Okay.
That's one thing you must know. You'll never be sure. Even if you win Kaba Cup today, it doesn't mean you'll win it tomorrow. Last year, it was won by Abantes win. And looking at our teams now, when we were doing it, Roll Apayana, maybe we have about more than 10 teams akhona masha, teams that we don't know. So that calls for surprises that can be there for iCover Cup. But we know Insepe, the favorite and stuff like that. But kube nzima ukuthi uwine iCover Cup.
Yeah.
Bangawin tournament in Pinetown and then they come to Cover Cup, they find it very difficult. So I think that brings the excitement we Cover Cup. Ukuthi there's no one who can say I'm owning Cover Cup. Mina abanye Cover Cup ngiyoyiwina. So abobhizana bayiwina, but you win it once. Abanye abantu nabo bayayifuna. So we are still yet to see a team that will do double.
Also, the other excitement is that for the young players, they know that there's a lot of scouts that are here, that are potentially looking for the next big signing. There's an opportunity for them to shine. They have to shine.
And isn't together
Definitely.
trying to see Funuguza nayo, Chiefs Funuguza. Because the Pirates benefit kula.
No, they'll definitely come. They'll definitely come because tournament speaks for itself. I-level ekuyo manje tournament, and when abo Chiefs and Pirates bezwa ukuthi abo Arrows wonke ama-teams wase-Durban athola ama-players laphayana, why not them? So that's why they will make sure ukuthi mule Cover Cup next week they will definitely be there because they want to scout ama-players. Ukuthola i-player lana amo Makokolo nje, look at Makokolo ukuthi he is a top player manje yamaZulu from nowhere. Yabo, so you didn't pay millions for umfana, but he's making millions for you
Maseko.
now.
Yeah.
Yabo, Abu Maseko with Durban City. So I think everyone will be taking that direction. Ukuthi, no, man, let's go and see what is it that is happening there.
Kukhona.
Yeah.
So what's next for you, Khan? You spoke about coaching and maybe coming to the end of the road. You had a nice stint with
No.
Chippa.
I was joking. I was joking.
Yeah.
I was joking. I still have a lot to offer as a coach. I think, let me just tell you one story. Before I even came to Golden Arrows,
Okay.
we were three just like this with my friends, Lento would take us, Simekonin and stuff. And there was this person who was coming towards us, drunk, and it's in a village, Sabafana say, Lanjiabo, de Lumutu Tawakanji, and then he stands in front of us and then he says, Niyalali pola ninala. Yabo, so sitalo babuzospethela usibuza ngebhola. Yabo, sithi asiyadlala ibhola la, athi hayi nina abanye thulani. Wathi wena dlala ibhola, you will see impilo yakho izophelela lapha. So I took that as a prophecy because it started by laughing at umuntu odakiwe, but waprophesy empilweni yami. And from then he made me realize that there is something special ngami. And everything I touch, mhlawumbe realize pay attention turns into gold.
Wow.
Turns into gold. The first season, winning TTC with no experience in coaching, winning it the second time, winning the Shield Cup, and being able, as young as I am, being able to take on my challenges as serious of trying to save my teams from relegation. We're talking about 55, 60 million status. But trust umfana ungangami nje ukuthi mhlambe lo muntu angakwazi ukuthi assist. So that's why I'm saying there is something special about me. It's just a matter of time. Ukuthi I wish for one thing. Ukuthi I've been working with my teams where ngisiza ama teams from relegation. Angeke ngithole nalabo abacompete i-championship. And seeing ngikwazi ukuyi-reach nami ukuthi I'm in this level.
Is there one particular one that you have your eyes set on?
No.
If you had an option.
I can't close my other options. I can't close my other options, but I would love one day. I'm not in a hurry for it because okubalekile ukuthi mase ngingenile entweni ngihlale. I don't want to go into mhlambe an upper level and then go down again. So I'm preparing myself and it's just a matter of time. The sky is the limit.
Khan, you've got a great legacy. In closing, before Ngabeteli comes in, what would you like to be remembered as, and what can we improve in KZN football before we close?
I would like to be remembered as a person who had a serious impact in terms of football. I was a very smart somebody at school, and that's why already when I went for football, azange libe right because belibona ukuthi hayi man ngenza udokotela ngakhipha udokotela la.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so I chose ukuthi let me go for football because ngiyithanda. And similar to mhlambe the vision yakaManqoba yokuthi sometimes when I look at myself, if I was playing football now, hey, I'll be something else. I'll be something else. But because of maybe the opportunities were not there, the development was not one of the best. I would like to see our players who will even achieve more than us in the sea achieve. If we achieve cars and houses, they must have houses in each and every province in South Africa, my players were much. So I would be happy to see that. And also identifying a talent and nature the talent and see the talent just like Abu Podlela. Hey, that gives me flowers out here, I don't wanna lie. Gives me flowers to see a player ongakhulumi wena. I still remember, I want to make this example in a good manner. I still remember when Steve Kompela was coaching, and I was the reserve ETSK coach, but I was also going to our trainings with first teams. So Steve was doing a passing drill. And Bodlela made a good pass, and Steve just shouted to Bodlela nje wathi hey wena mfana yabo my overseas imali yami ngiyayifuna wena. And Bodlela said no mina yami imali yakuloya muntu ome lapha. Yabo. So those are the things that made you to cherish those moments ukuthi Lumfana realizes I'm not surprised, even though I'm emotional with what he did. But I know it is somebody who appreciates
Grateful.
mina umuntu owangenza ngaba ile nto engiyiyo today yilo. So that's the impact that I want to see and I want to be remembered ngayo. And le yase KZN have so much talent out there. So much talent, and the advantage yase KZN. That's why my players was say Joburg. They are saying modale eDurban inkomo and stuff like that. Le inkomo nje ziyakhahlelana and whatsoever. The advantage is that the physique ekhona la. You will never find it anywhere. Maybe other people who are a little bit close to it can be abantu baseLimpopo. But nje Durban is one of the best in terms of the structure as a player, the hard work from our players. So it reach Durban, kahle kahle. But I think the more now my teams are at Dega, now we see Milford is also challenging. We wish him all the best with ngathi bakangena. Masiba nama teams amaningi. I think that's the time where we will see ukuthi mhlambe ezinye izinto ziya-improve kwibhola lethu lase KZN.
Beautiful.
Komakani, when are you releasing a song? Ngiyazi ukuthi uyacula.
Angiyicacise lento yokucula ngoba wena no-Victor niyangihlupha ngayo. I was born in church out here. My parents, even now, they are not pastors, but nje sabantu besonto. So I was singing in church. And I still remember, ngazi noma kwakuMercy Phakela who said, they can burn my face, but they can't burn my voice. So she was simply saying that the voice, if you are gifted with the voice will be there. So, but because I chose ukuthi mina, my bread is not there. My bread is in football. Then I went for football. But if you can give me a mic because the voice is there, I will be able to sing. And mhlawumbe futhi mangicula ingoma yesonto uzosindiswa. Vele utshintsha impilo. Yeah, so that's how I sing. When I get time at church, sonto la imlazi kaBB, we to comfort the pastor lapha manje.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so whenever I'm there, they also want me to sing. Once wangibona ngena, then they will say, hey, ukhona uCoach Kanu sicela azosiculela. Yabo. So
And you did something special for Rocky in his funeral.
I had to because he knew that I was singing even at church. So wayehlezi angigcona nje ngalento yokucula nje yabo. Mhlambe sidlala ibhola de ucabanga kuyacula la kudlala ibhola. So I had to ukuthi mhlambe ngenze farewell kuye about singing. So That was a great moment for me.
Wow, no, Kanu Betu, thank you so much for coming through. You are a legend, and we can't wait to see how your legacy is going to continue. We wish you all your best with your coaching, and we certainly hope that you're going to get one of the top jobs that you are hoping for. And we know with Nkulunkulu now, Betu. Keep pushing, and we look forward to having you again on the Legacy Experience.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I also appreciate the platform, and I trust and believe in the process. It might be slowly but surely something bigger is coming for me.
Definitely.
So,
Kanu, thank you, Papa. Thank you so
Of
much.
course.
Come on, Tilly. Thank you, Papa.
bring it to the student.